Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2018 Spring Season TUFF Cup here at Mid-City. I'm Dustin Saidi along with Steven and Danny from the Tuff Talk podcast. Tonight's matchup features the #1 seeded Sirens against the #3 Mayhem. And guys, we just saw the #3 Mayhem in a thriller take out the mighty Cobras.
It went down to the last play of the game. The Cobras just couldn't pull through at the very end.
I am very impressed with all of these ladies out here all season long. They have really stepped up in the competition category. Mayhem, Sirens, for the TUFF Cup. Both these teams have fought to get here.
So Sirens were here last year. They lost to the Cobras in the championship. They're trying to make amends this time. And here we go. Here we go. Mayhem moving from left to right. They'll be in the green jerseys. Sirens have the grayish red jerseys. They'll be on defense first.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, all season long I've been predicting the Mayhem to take it, and Steven here has been predicting the Sirens. So we're going to get our matchup, our dream match for the TUFF Cup tonight.
That's right. These were our two favorites coming in, and here we go.
Ortega, the quarterback for Mayhem, in the gun, throws over the middle. Out of the hands of Bianca. It's picked right off the bat. Going the other way. Was the flag pulled? Yes,
First
it was.
play.
Right off the bat. Unbelievable. And that's Kendra Meadows for the Sirens with the pick.
Kendra Meadows is an absolute beast and has been a huge part of the Sirens' monster defense. Their rushing attack and their cornerbacks are just absolutely insane.
Sirens absolutely on fire this season. We could be looking at new champs unless the Mayhem gets it together.
And here comes the offense right off the bat for the Sirens. Melissa Berger takes a snap, the lefty throwing, caught over the middle.
It's a Katrina Nicholson.
She stopped just shy of the end zone.
That's Katrina Nicholson, and she is the core player of the Sirens. Obviously, Coach Jonathan Belichick-Caker and Katrina Nicholson, one of the power couples of TUFF, and you see Coach Jonathan Caker on the sideline, and this team is hot. I mean, they're coming off their win against the Alliance, and they're ready to go.
Katrina led this team with catches, yards, and touchdowns on the season. So here we go, 2nd down and goal. Early opportunity here for the Sirens. Berger takes a snap, rolls left, throws back to the end zone, too high, incomplete.
And a big shout out to Jonathan Drone Zone Dannenfelser for the drone footage tonight. Very exciting stuff. They're pulling out all the stops for this big game.
Sirens on the season, #2 in points scored with 26 a game.
You know, and that's all led by Melissa Berger. The Sirens quarterback is currently sitting at #4 for yards, #4 for touchdowns, and #2 for quarterback.
Berger, a quick dump over the middle. It's caught. Touchdown, Sirens. They strike first, and they strike early.
And Katrina Nicholson with that grab into the end zone. Katrina Nicholson is one of the leading receivers in TUFF League this season.
So we start off 6-0. Sirens coming out on fire.
Yeah, and that early pick, guys. The Sirens, by the way, #1 scoring defense in the league, only allowing 16 points a game. Also #2 in picks.
They're going 4-1, it seems, and we're going to look for the 7-pointer. And Melissa Berger's getting her team up to the line.
Berger calling out the bunch formation here. Takes the snap. Looking, rolls right under pressure, throws back to the end zone, but they're going to say she was sacked. A nice sack, and I think that was #3.
Roxanne Rivera on the sack. She's an aggressive rusher as well as an aggressive center and wide receiver.
She is back in the game after getting knocked out by Amber White in the Cobras match. I am shocked that she is playing right now.
Yeah, that was a nasty collision. But both players were back in the game, and I'm very excited to see it.
Ortega takes a snap, double blitz, both coming from the right side, throws over the middle, dangerous pass is caught by the center, racing over the middle, one person to beat, spin move, but the flag goes down, a huge gain.
Huge play.
Monet Smith coming off the center position. She is a deadly weapon for Desiree Ortega.
My nickname for her is Money Monet. And just for that reason, that was money right there, putting the Mayhem up to midfield.
So 1st down for the Mayhem. You know they're not going to go away easily. They're going to strike back just right away. Here we go. Back to snap. Double blitz. Pump fakes. Throws over the middle. Zips it into no man's territory. Incomplete.
You know, one of the things you see with Desiree Ortega is she is a very immobile quarterback. She does not move a lot in the pocket. That can be dangerous against the Sirens pass rush, and we saw the pressure get to her there.
You're absolutely right. That could be a factor in this game tonight.
Ortega takes a snap. Double blitz again. Oh, one player goes down. Game on still. Ortega goes deep. A bobbling. Is it caught? It is. Touchdown. Mayhem. A bobbling grab. Unbelievable.
Tip drill.
Big play.
I mean, in the beginning of that play, you saw Lindsey Parrott go down, and the Sirens kind of just stopped, and all of a sudden you have 17 in the back of the end zone.
That was an unbelievable catch. Ortega threw it up for grabs between both the receiver and the defender, and she just came down with it. Amazing.
Delaney Pacheco coming in clutch for the Mayhem.
That's right.
So so they're going to go for 2, looks like. It's 6-6 now. Ortega takes a snap. Double blitz coming from both sides. Steps up. Pump fakes, throws back in the end zone. Nobody there in the area of Bianca Nunez.
Way out of the back of the end zone. You saw the pressure again get to Desiree Ortega.
Bianca Nunez was huge this season, and we'll absolutely get more into that as this game goes by, but she had a monstrous season.
Now, one player you see out there is number 21, Amanda Herrera. It looks like she just came off the field, and I want to shout her out, but we'll talk about her a little bit later as the night goes on.
Sirens are taking the ball again. We have a tied game, 6-6, first down.
For those of you just joining us, Mayhem's opening drive was picked off. Sirens scored quickly. Mayhem came back to tie the game now. 6-6. Here's Berger in the gun on first down. Berger with some time. Good blocking up front. She's going to go deep.
Huge.
She's got a player there.
Jalisa Amazaga with the catch.
Deep into Mayhem territory.
Jalisa Amazaga with the catch. What a huge play that was.
She got right over the top of the Mayhem's defense, took the top off, took the ball down, and they are past midfield.
Great quick strike by the Sirens, and you get the feeling this one's going to be a shootout, guys.
Which is surprising because the Sirens and the Mayhem both have stellar defenses. So if it turns into a shootout, it's not a style that either of these teams typically play.
You're absolutely right there.
Berger looking at her playbook on her arm. Takes the snap. Pump fakes. Quick throw to the center, Nicholson, and she's pulled right away. Pickup of 2. So these two teams met earlier on this season. Sirens won both of those games, 25-14 early on, and then the last week of the season they won 27-26.
And that was probably the game of the season in my eyes.
Yeah.
So we got a nice rematch here for the big game.
Berger takes a snap. Pump fakes. She's going to go deep down the sideline.
Wide
open. There, wide open. Touchdown. Burning Bianca Nunez.
Mayhem defense needs to step it up if they're going to have hopes to compete in this game tonight. That's going to put it up 12-6. Sirens.
That's Kendra Meadows with the touchdown.
Kendra Meadows with the excellent concentration. She's a beast.
I would say that she has some of the best hands on the Sirens team.
I would argue to say that she has some of the best hands in TUFF League.
Berger, off her back foot, throws, end zone, caught Nicholson.
Diving catch.
Diving catch from Nicholson. She laid out for that ball with defenders draped all over her. It just goes to show how big this game is for these ladies tonight.
Absolutely committed. This means everything all season long. They've been fighting to get to this big game tonight. We're here under the lights in Rancho Cienega Sports Complex in Los Angeles.
Nicholson putting in championship work. Here's Ortega with the ball. Pump fakes, quick throw over the middle, caught. Flag pulled immediately, pickup of 5.
Again, I'm going to keep coming back to it. The Sirens double rush is putting the pressure on the immobile Desiree Ortega, and you're seeing it in these short throws, these incomplete passes. It's going to be a theme throughout the entire night.
Hurry up offense for Mayhem. Ortega throwing on the slant to Bianca's got her. That'll be about another 8. Bring up third down is short.
We're going to need to see some big plays from Bianca Nunez tonight. If the Mayhem has hopes to upkeep with the red-hot Sirens, I think they can get it done. We're still in the first half. There's still plenty of game to be played tonight.
Third down. 13-6, Sirens lead. Ortega with the ball. Has some time. She's going deep for Nunez. Overthrew her.
Overthrown.
And again, the pressure, it's causing her to be inaccurate. Unfortunately for Bianca, that ball was just out of her reach, which is not something you say very often.
Yeah.
Bianca Nunez, when I was looking at the stats for this one, I thought it was a misprint. She
Right.
doubled up every single other receiver.
That's
in this
right.
season.
Coming in #1. She is the league's hottest receiver this season.
She had 72 catches, 15 touchdowns, which is twice as much as any other player.
Insane.
Ortega on 4th down, critical point early on. And this one, she'll throw it behind Nunez. That's Sirens D with the big stop.
Yep.
It looks like the Mayhem was looking for a PI there, but there was no such thing. They made a great play on the ball.
That pressure is getting more and more tremendous, and the Mayhem is not doing anything to turn it around. They need a game plan here.
They need to put some people in front of Desiree Ortega that can handle the double rush.
Especially while the game's still within reach. 13-6 Sirens. First down for the Sirens here.
Here's Berger in this high-powered offense, throwing sideline route, caught, spin move. Flag is pulled for a pickup of 5.
It's Julissa Amazaga out on the outside. She likes to play that outside role, and she has the moves to make it happen.
Delaney Pacheco and Julissa Amazaga, that's a great wide receiver to defensive back matchup there.
Here we go, 2nd down and a short field for the Sirens. Berger takes a snap, has 2 people blocking, pump fakes, throws for the end zone.
Caught.
Carter walking in, touchdown Sirens.
19-6 Sirens. What a catch. Again, wide open on the outside. Julissa Amazaga burning the defense right now.
I think Berger deserves an Academy Award for those pump fakes. Mayhem is completely biting on the pump fakes, and she's hitting her receivers down the sideline for big gains and touchdowns.
The Mayhem is having a lot of problems right now covering the wide receiver core of the Sirens in Kendra Meadows, Samaya Jones, Julissa Amazaga, Nicholson. I could go on, and these Mayhem cornerbacks need to have a strategy here to stop these threats.
Here we go. They're going to go for 1. Berger takes a snap, trips left, rolls left, under pressure, throws back across her body. Had a player there, but too
Dropped
high.
by
Incomplete.
Samaya Jones, number 80.
So now here we are, 19-6.
The Mayhem needs this drive if they want to have any hopes going into halftime.
And Mayhem, they've played 2 games already, so you got to think that's taking a little hit on their gas tank a little bit.
I mean, that's the luxury you buy yourself when you are the #1 team in the Sirens. They had 1 game to get here. They took that game, and now here they are.
That's right.
Ortega takes a snap. Strong double rush coming. Quick throw to the center, but they are there to pull it down. This defense is in lockdown mode.
One thing we saw last game for the Mayhem is that Monet Smith was breaking free into the secondary after those short catches, but the speed of the defense for the Sirens is just getting to her before she can make it there.
Money Monet, I think she's going to get center of the season.
She should.
She should.
2 blockers in for Mayhem. 2nd down. Stepping up as Ortega dumps over the middle. It's caught. Tries to get to the outside. She's going off to the races. Down the sideline. Pitches it. And the flag is pulled, but not till a huge gain and a first down into Siren territory.
What a play by Amanda Herrera. I touched on it earlier, but she is playing on a torn ACL, PCL, and meniscus in one of her knees right now. She hasn't had the surgery yet because she knows once that comes, it's downtime for about 6 months.
It's players like her that show how committed these girls are to this format in TUFF League and TUFFher.
First down, Mayhem trying to stay within reach. Zings it across the middle. It's caught.
Some signs of
For a
life
good
from the
game.
Mayhem. Let's see if they can convert it into points, though.
Delaney Pacheco with the catch. They're closing in on the red zone now, and it looks like Desiree Ortega is becoming more mobile, and it's not by choice. But you see her stepping up in the pocket to make these throws and getting away from the Sirens defense.
2nd down for the Mayhem. High snap. Rolls left. Throws right to the center. She's racing to the outside.
Monet Smith.
And she'll make everybody miss.
Money
Walking in for the
Monet.
touchdown, Mayhem.
Big play. Looks like the Mayhem is adjusting to the Sirens defense because they had 2 blockers on that play, keeping Ortega clean, and it worked. One went out for a pass. Money Monet. Money tonight.
She is definitely money tonight. I'll tell you what, if the Mayhem win, she could make an appeal for MVP.
Absolutely.
Just based on that play alone.
You're absolutely right.
Ortega in the gun. They're going to go for 2 here, guys. Takes a snap. Double blitz under pressure, throws backside. Nearly picked off, trying to go for Bianca Nunez.
And, you know, even if that was picked off, you'd have to get the length of the field to get any points there. But they knock the ball down. They take away the Mayhem. And the Mayhem are now down 19 to 12.
19 to 12, so it's a 7-point game. Anything can happen here. It's not even halftime yet. It could be a game. And I'm hoping it's the Mayhem because I got my picks on them for the podcast. The Tough Talk podcast coming out every Wednesday night still for every division. We got lots of stuff in store. And we're going to be talking about the Tough Cup all night Wednesday.
Berger, quick throw, right sideline, incomplete. And it's plays like that that can swing momentum. That looks like it was
Jalisa Amazaga.
number 1, Amazaga, with the drop.
And it's rare to see Amazaga drop the ball. She is one of the premier receivers in Tough League.
It's going to come down to what team stays in the game mentally.
So brings up 2nd and long. I'll tell you, when you have an incomplete on 1st down and then you got a long field on 2nd and 3rd, it makes it really tough on the quarterback. Berger with the ball. Looking, has some time. She's going to go for it all. Deep over the middle. It's caught! Racing over the middle.
Huge
She's in.
play.
Touchdown, Sirens.
Insane play.
Looks like Celine Thornton.
Celine Thornton just absolutely burned Mayhem's defense, taking a leaf out of Jalisa Amazaga's books, getting behind the defense, and getting in to the end zone.
Celine Thornton is definitely one of my most underrated players in TUFFher in general.
The ref is going to call it down at the 10, guys. She had only 1 flag, and she was touched, so that will stop them, but still a huge gain.
So the Mayhem has a chance to turn it around still. But Celine Thornton, huge impact player, highly underrated.
Looks like we have a challenge. The Sirens are challenging the ruling on the field. They are saying that that was a touchdown.
It is a challenge call. The league does a great job at these challenge calls, something that most, if not all, other leagues don't do. And this is an awesome feature in a huge platform.
So the officials are going to review the play to see whether or not she was touched before reaching the end zone because she only had 1 flag on during the catch. Bobby Bakhtiari and Don Matthews are your officials that will be reviewing the play.
It doesn't look like she was touched.
You're absolutely right. She was never touched. This call is going to be reversed in my opinion.
The only time she could have touched her would have been right here, and she didn't.
The officials are still reviewing the footage. They don't want to get this call wrong. And as you guys stated before, it looks like she was not touched before reaching the end zone.
And it looks like it is a touchdown. The challenge call was reviewed. A referee's calling for a touchdown, and that's going to make it.
I like the challenge, though.
25-12 Sirens with a huge landslide. The Mayhem needs to come in from the half, revamped, regrouped.
That's a big morality killer for the Mayhem, who had a great play for a touchdown. Now they are down again by 13 points.
Yeah, and that's 3 straight touchdowns of at least 20 yards or more on these long bombs.
You know, but 13 points is still 13 points. The Mayhem can absolutely make 2 touchdowns just like that and be right back in the game. So who knows what's in store here. But this next drive will be very important to the outcome of the game tonight.
It's hard pressed for the Mayhem because you have your #1 receiver and possibly #1 cornerback in Bianca Nunez, and you have to choose your poison as to which player she's going to guard. And, you know, they have capable defenders all over the team, but, you know, you got to put your best cornerback on your best player, and right now the Sirens have about 3 best players.
You know what? I could even argue that there's more. I think the Sirens have the best wide receiver core, maybe other than the Alliance. But the Sirens have Kendra Meadows, Nicholson. I just named off all those players, and I didn't even mention Celine Thornton, who just had a killer deep pass for a touchdown.
Yeah, that's a danger on Mayhem. They got their superstar, Bianca Nunez, but we haven't really mentioned her name much tonight.
She has definitely not been an impact player for this team. If the Mayhem is going to want to win, they got to go back to what they were doing all season long, featuring Bianca Nunez.
And there's a lot of other impact players opening up for Bianca Nunez too.
So we're back here at the spring season TUFF Cup. The ruling on the field is a touchdown.
That's right.
It's going to be 25-12 Sirens. They're going for one.
Berger in the gun. She's got trips to the right, but two of them are very far to the right. They'll keep two blockers in. Pump fakes, looking, throws back to the end zone. Out of the hands of her intended target. Looked like may have been a collision back there.
Looks like Celine Thornton back there, and it was a drop out of the back of the end zone, just a little too far out of the reach.
Yeah, it also looked like two receivers in that area, so it got pretty crowded back there.
Yeah, it's tough throwing into those, double and triple coverages when you have two of your receivers, but there's three defenders, and you just got a big old traffic jam back there. Nothing you could really do in that sense, but the Mayhem take over. They're down by 13, and I'm curious if they can come back.
Mayhem have had 4 drives, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, and 1 turnover on downs. Quick throw to the slot route, caught for minimal gain.
It was number 17, Delaney Pacheco, with the quick grab. Again, only about 5 yards on the play. They still got a ways to go for a first down.
Second down coming up. Hurry up offense for Mayhem. Ortega takes a snap. Rolls right. Throws right sideline. Caught by Bianca Nunez. Makes a move. Cuts to the inside. Showing off her speed. And getting at or near the first down. I think they'll call it a first.
Kendra Meadows with the big-time flag pull to keep her from going all the way. There's the Bianca Nunez that we need to see.
But that's a highly underrated skill set in this league, is your ability to pull flags and stop big plays from happening. Kendra Meadows did an excellent job of that just now.
So right at the first down marker, Bianca takes a snap. Excuse me, Ortega takes a snap. Quick throw to the center is caught. Racing over the middle, spin move. She'll be just shy of the next first down marker. That's Monet Smith.
I'll say it again and again all night long. Money Monet.
Had both of her flags pulled there. The Sirens stepping up to keep her from the first down, but they are really close. They're knocking on the door of the red zone here.
And Sirens are going to give the offside penalty, so they will give the first down to the Mayhem. First and goal in the red zone.
See, I think that's actually smart because you give them less opportunities to get a touchdown if you take the offsides.
And they'll whistle this dead before the snap. Looks like it might be an offside call. Let's see.
Little confusion here. Not sure what's going on. The refs are talking.
Celine Thornton trying to jump in on defense for Berger. Berger's going to match up on Monet, looks like. Ortega takes a snap. Quick blitz, under pressure, throws out of the reach of her other star center, Tay Smith.
The Sirens are adjusting, putting Melissa Berger on Monet Smith and shadowing her to take away those quick passes. And when you have the pass rush and you have her covered, that's over.
Yeah, the pass rush from Lindsay Parrott is just throwing Ortega off her game. They've got to do something here.
Parrott and Nicholson, man, that's the deadliest duo of pass rushers.
Absolutely.
Ortega to throw, under pressure, rolling right, throws end zone out of the reach of Bianca Nunez.
Yet another example, a second play. Now, the Mayhem need to learn from this. When you have 2 plays in a row where Lindsay Parrott is just getting to Ortega, forcing her to overthrow, I mean, they have to do something. They have to come up with some sort of strategy here to turn this game around. And they are down by 2 touchdowns still.
See, and that's one of the differences with TUFF 6 is you don't have the threat of the running back, so pass rushers can pin their ears back.
Third and goal, bunch formation this time. Coming in untouched, forcing the throw into the ground. What pressure that was, wow.
Lindsay Parrott is stepping up big here.
Looks like that might have been a sack if I'm not mistaken.
See what the call is. No, they will say she got off. So here it goes, 4th and goal, bunch formation. Back to pass. They slow the blitz this time, throwing it into the ground. Ortega very unsettled back there. Turnover on downs.
Looking for Bianca Nunez. They're still down by 13 now after that turnover. And the Sirens take the ball again.
Now it's going to come down to the Mayhem's defense now more than ever.
And they'll call it halftime.
That'll do it for the first half of the 2018 Spring Season TUFF Cup Championship.
All right, guys, so what's been the key so far, and what do the Mayhem need to do to turn it around here in the second half?
The biggest key so far has been the Sirens pass rush. Now, the Sirens are going to get the ball again. They're up by 13 points. If the Mayhem does not make a stop on defense and take a leaf out of the Sirens' book, it could spell a lot of trouble for the Mayhem.
That's absolutely right.
And guys, last time these two teams played, Sirens had 25 in the first game and 27 in the second game. Already at the half, they've got 25.
And this is the big game where it matters the most. So you could see a level of competition that we just don't see in the regular season.
The Sirens have definitely stepped up their game for the big one here. And again, they're starting off with the ball, and here we go.
Here we go now. Sirens marching from left to right. Berger in the gun, takes the snap, quick throw to the center, caught for a minimal gain.
You could argue that Katrina Nicholson could be in the running for center of the season as well.
You're absolutely right. And she could be in the running for a few different positions, wide receiver, center, and defensive back.
Yeah, she actually led the league in sacks this season with 7. Here's Berger on the gun, second down. Can Mayhem do anything to stop this offense? Berger, quick throw, caught to the outside, and makes a couple moves near the first down.
A solid flag pull by Bianca Nunez. They're going to have to keep that up.
They're going to have to stop him here. You know, it's third down for the Sirens, and, you know, Mayhem's got to stop him. They got to.
I'll tell you, just looking at the body language of Mayhem, they look drained more than energized anything out there.
And 25-12, if the Sirens score again, it might be out of their reach.
Berger talking to her receivers about what she wants done on this play. Third down and about 5. Berger takes a snap. Quick throw. Caught. First down. They'll move the chains. Kendra Meadows.
And again, if you're new to this league, you can find out all about it on our Tough Talk podcast, which we do weekly podcasts, and we do every division, every conference. TUFFher's been awesome. We've been covering it all season long here, and I can't wait for this Wednesday when we do the recap of the big game tonight and see who's crowned champion.
You know, that's something that, you know, we enjoy doing immensely. The podcast is amazing. Calling these games is amazing, and here we go.
Berger takes a snap. Quick throw to the sideline. Caught. Amazaga makes one person miss. The second person miss. Racing. And finally has her flag pulled just 5 yards short of the first down.
Desiree Ortega saved that play after 2 Mayhem defenders missed the flags.
Jaleesa Amazaga with the speed, and those hips don't lie.
Sirens have scored on every single possession so far today. And a touchdown here might start to put us in blowout status.
The Mayhem needs an interception more than anything at any point in this game right now. Could bring them back within a touchdown difference, but if the Sirens score, it could be a 3-touchdown lead.
Berger to throw. Pump fake. She wants to go deep. She'll go deep. Oh, and nobody is there but a bunch of green jerseys.
You know what? At least she had the wherewithal to throw it out of bounds. She saw that she didn't have a receiver, and she launched it out of the sideline so that Bianca Nunez could not get to that ball.
You're absolutely right. Melissa Berger is probably one of the most intelligent quarterbacks in the league. I was very excited to see her step her game up. She could be quarterback of a championship team. This is the second season.
She's played very poised tonight, has not cracked under any sort of pressure.
Trips to the right for Berger. Takes a snap. Looking. Quick throw to the center. And did she get the first? I don't think so. I think she's short.
Looks like Roxanne Rivera, number 3 of the Mayhem, pulled the flag just shy of the first down.
One of the new acquisitions for the Sirens, and somebody who's been fairly quiet tonight, Samaya Jones, has not been huge in this game. You could see her make a difference, though, at any time.
They tried to go in the hurry up, not able to get it off in time. Berger, quick throw, easy first down, and Mayhem's got to watch for those on short yardage situations.
And what do you know? Samaya Jones.
You know, she was a huge pickup because last season she was on the Mustang, so the Sirens really acquired a great player. Got to shout out number 80. That is my favorite number. I love seeing it on the field.
First and goal now for the Sirens. They lead 25-12 in the early minutes of the second half.
The Sirens have not seen much of a pass rush from the Mayhem. Melissa Berger has all day to throw the ball.
Berger takes a snap. Pump fakes. Going deep. End zone. Coverage is there out the back. Good coverage on the sideline there.
That was a good 5 yards out of the back of the end zone there. Melissa Berger, I don't know where she was throwing on that play.
Camacho matched up on Meadows there and was there step for step.
Another great matchup.
So second and goal, but it's plays like that, if they can make stops, if the defenders can stay with the receivers for the Sirens and just make the plays, they've got a chance to get back in this one. Berger to throw. Looking, has all kinds of time, dumps it off over the middle, wide open, walking in, touchdown, Amizaga.
There wasn't a player within 5 yards of her on that play. Jaleesa Amizaga with the quick feet into the end zone. Touchdown, Sirens.
Looks like the Mayhem's running out of gas and the Sirens are just putting it on.
This Sirens showing why they're the #1 seed this season with a 7-1 record.
And if I'm not mistaken, that brings the score to 31-12.
We're looking at a blowout here. Now, there's still a lot of game left in the second half, but a 3-touchdown lead is no easy feat to come back from.
It's looking really great for the Mayhem right now.
Bunch formation for the Sirens. Berger, all kinds of time, directing traffic, throws back to the end zone, wide open, but overthrew her target, Amizaga.
One of the receivers we do not see on the field for the Sirens is one of the best receivers in TUFF when she's healthy, and that is number 6, Taryn Kurz. I found out earlier tonight that she has been out for the season for a few weeks with a head injury.
And a big shout out to Diane Tanwakio, who's on the field after an injury earlier in the season. It's great to see her out there and stepping up for the Sirens.
That's right. I read earlier out on social media that she was doing a little...
and too many players on the field for the Sirens. They're going to get flagged for that.
And they're going to run a touchdown in just in case.
Looks like they're calling the play dead, even though it shouldn't have been. In an offsides play, it should be a free play for the Mayhem.
They should give them the free play, but I think they whistled it dead. Let's see if the refs are talking this one over.
You know, I just want to shout out all the league officials here tonight, reffing, filming, management, the conference managers. All these guys do so much work that the players don't get to see on a daily basis to make this league so efficient and what it is. And I just want to say thank you to all those guys who do that work. And at times like this is when that management and rule set comes into play the most, because when there's issues like this, they make it easy to turn the game and keep it going.
Well, with 3 refs on the field and TUFF league management here, you know, they do their best not to get any calls wrong. This is the big game. This is for all the marbles.
That's right.
While the refs talk this one over, we'll take a TV timeout.
Y'all ready for this?
Mix and match. Row, row, row your boat. Double meat, no bun, no sauce. Just meat. Check out these TUFF things. Rub-a-dub-dub. Get that shit out of here. Thanks for the french fries, but I think I'll pass. You can't stop me. I only hope you can. I'm the back-to-back. TUFF, Spark, TUFF can. Given a new definition to cut.
Get cake fit. Say whatever you want and still look tough.
And we're back. So let's
Some
see
more
what the call is.
confusion, it looks like.
It looks like they're going to give a 5-yard penalty against the Sirens for too many players on the field. First down, Mayhem.
First down.
Trips to the left. Blitz coming. Good blocking. Ortega with time. Throws. Caught. Over the middle. Huge gain. First down. That's number 21, Amanda Herrera.
Amanda Herrera with the bum knee, making it look easy out there.
Her nickname's Turbo, if I'm not mistaken. For that reason exactly. And a big shout out to Monet Smith on that huge block to make it happen.
Ortega to throw. Dumps it over the middle. A dangerous pass, but it's caught. Makes 2 players miss, and she's going to walk into the touch for the end zone. Touchdown, Delaney Pacheco.
Could we see a comeback
I don't know.
in the second half?
Delaney Pacheco with the speed, getting around the defender, getting into the end zone on the slant route.
She caught that in traffic, too. Amazing play.
Yeah, right over the middle. Delaney Pacheco has a nose for the end zone.
That's going to put the Mayhem down by only 2 touchdowns. An interception and a good drive could tie the game up. You never
They're
know.
Gonna go for 1 here. Ortega rolling right, looking. Throws back across her body. It's picked in the end zone. Dangerous pass by Ortega.
Samaya Jones with the big pick on the extra point. You know, that still leaves the Sirens up 31-18.
13-point game. Like I said, if the Mayhems were to somehow pull off an interception and a good drive, you could see the game tied up late in the game. We're still early in the second half. There's still a lot of game to be played.
It's going to come down to this defense. Can they stop Melissa Berger, who's really running an organized army there on offense, very Peyton Manning-esque?
I can tell you this much. The Mayhem's really fired up now after that touchdown.
Berger takes a snap. Throws it to the center. Immediate flag pull. That's the kind of plays they need. Roxanne Rivera on the pull.
Again with a flag pull. She's a huge impact player for this team. Another highly underrated player.
Interesting fact, you called Melissa Berger Peyton Manning-esque. One of the things about the Sirens is they use the same playbook that Jonathan Caker uses in the co-ed leagues. And funny stat, actually, Melissa Berger apparently is able to call those plays out when Jonathan Caker's trying to run his offense.
Berger pump fakes down the sideline, trying to go deep. They've been working all day on that. She's
Huge
got
play.
her down the sideline. Huge gain, Amezaga.
But she pulled the flag just short of that first down and saved a huge play.
Delaney Pacheco with the flag pull to stop the touchdown, but it looks like they're getting them backed up. It was not a catch. It looks like there was a sack on the play or some sort of penalty. They're running it back again.
Ortega's
wow.
leading the defense to get back in the mix and stay prepared, stay in the game mentally. She's a great leader on the field for the Mayhem.
And there you go, guys. You called it. Big plays like that is what they needed. 3rd and long for the Sirens. They've got to protect deep here.
Mayhem's catching fire. We have ourselves a game.
Let's see what play Berger calls out on 3rd down. She brings in the second blocker. Looking, rolls left. She's going to throw deep into it's intercepted. Coming the other way. Makes one player miss.
Again.
And flag down. Mayhem in business.
Delaney Pacheco again stepping up for the Mayhem, giving them a fuel that they much desperately need right now.
Delaney Pacheco with the huge interception for the Mayhem is getting them back in this game single-handedly right now. She has MVP written all over her as well. And, you know, this team is rolling right now.
Here comes the momentum. Ortega to throw. Cuts to the center. Throws to her center, Monet, and she's got a 5-yard gain. And the first down.
What they need here is some big plays from Bianca Nunez. You got Pacheco and you got Monet Smith really stepping it up. A big play from Nunez would put them right in the mix here.
Ortega takes the snap. They don't blitz her at all this time. Throws to Nunez. Knocked away. Great defense on the corner there.
It is not often that you see Bianca Nunez drop a ball, even with a defender draped all over her. She has some of the best hands in TUFFher.
You're absolutely right, Steven. I predict that she will be one of the players of the season. Win or lose, the Mayhem deserves to be here tonight.
She should be the MVP of the TUFFher season, in my opinion.
Ortega takes the snap, rolls right, all kinds of time now. Throws it to Bianca over the middle. Flag immediately pulled.
And she drops the ball at
looks
the end
like
of the
Bianca
play.
Nunez is down. This could be big.
They will
Nope,
call
she's
it a
right
catch,
back
though.
up. She's right back up, walking off the field, but
And guys, I'm noticing Sirens are not bringing in that double blitz on Ortega right now.
That's surprising because it works so well for them. And you see when teams start to get away from their game plan, that's when it starts to turn around for the other team. And that penalty that they took on offense could end up in a 12-point swing and the turning point of the game.
now if I'm not mistaken, if the Mayhem does get this touchdown here, that's going to put them within 1 touchdown. And at that point, anything could happen.
And refs are talking this one over. Let's take a TV timeout. All right, we're back. Mayhem trying to get in the end zone on the short field. Ortega with time, throws, caught. Is it Pacheco? It is. Another great catch and
Delaney
touchdown.
Pacheco in traffic. What a grab. She is taking over the TUFF Cup.
They said that Delaney's flag was pulled, so she was short.
Like I've said all night, Mayhem's been my pick for the entire season, and the Sirens have been Steven's pick. So, I mean, both these teams here deserve to be here, but I got Mayhem. And I think they could pull in one of the greatest comebacks in a championship game.
Oh, a fake. They hike it to a different player. She throws back in the end zone.
And it's
Monet
dropped.
cannot bring it in.
The direct snap to Amanda Herrera. They were looking for Monet Smith in the end zone. Could not get her.
I like the play call. It was almost there. Monet just barely bobbling that one. Guys, don't forget to listen to Steven and Danny on the Tough Talk podcast, released every Wednesday, broadcasted on Facebook and
right.
iTunes.
iTunes, Google Play. You can find it everywhere. The Tough Talk podcast dropping every Wednesday. TUFFleague.com/podcast.
Okay, they're going to recall it 3rd down. Ortega to throw. Throws to Monet, knocked away. Incomplete.
Huge play.
And that's going to
by
bring up
Kendra Meadows.
that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So now it's 4th and goal for Mayhem. This is huge, guys.
It is. They need this touchdown to be within a 7-point difference.
Bunch formation here, Mayhem. Ortega looking to throw. All kinds of time. Zips it to her star, Bianca Nunez. Touchdown, Mayhem.
There's the big play from Bianca Nunez that we've been looking for, but
Oh, the ref looks like the ref called something.
Looks like assistant head coach of the Sirens, Hunter Hudson, is starting to freak out a little bit
And we
as
have
the
another
Mayhem starts to make their comeback.
We have another challenge coming here. I couldn't quite tell what the call was, but Mayhem is going to challenge whatever that call was.
Well, now it's needed more than ever because now we have a 1-touchdown difference. And just like I said, a Mayhem interception and a quick touchdown on a drive can bring the game right to anybody's ball game.
So what they're saying is
They are all fired
Ortega
up.
threw the ball off the center and caught it, and then she tried to throw it after that, which was illegal.
That's
and
right.
Mayhem's challenging that she actually did that.
We have a lot of confusion on the field now.
Coaches are getting fired up
Coach
more than the
Belichick,
players.
it's all fired up. As well he should be because now the Mayhem's starting to make a comeback they didn't see coming after a 3-touchdown lead that Sirens had. And we have to be approaching late in the second half, so game time is definitely needed to be controlled and used wisely here. Now it is 31-18. There is confusion on the field. If they give the Sirens a touchdown, it'll be 31-24 and a 7-point touchdown, a 7-point difference.
Refs are going to really talk this one over. This is a big call here. So 31-18, here's the call. They're going to call touchdown. Touchdown, Mayhem. That was a big call.
That's right, 31-24, and it's a 7-point game. The Mayhem is making a comeback.
And they're going to have a chance here to make it a 6-pointer. They're going for 1.
More confusion. The Sirens are starting to get offset now that the Mayhem's within a touchdown of winning this game.
And it's times like this where composure really shows, and that's what championship teams do. They show composure. Here's Ortega in the gun. Takes a snap. Rolls right. Looking. Throws over the middle. Caught Pacheco. She's in. Conversion is good.
6-point game now. The Mayhem is within a touchdown. The Sirens need to desperately pick it up here if they want to maintain their lead.
You know what, guys? I really didn't see it coming after the Sirens had a 3-touchdown lead earlier in the game. I didn't see the Mayhem making a comeback, and like I said, an interception with the good drive, and here they are.
Pressure is on the Sirens right now. Momentum by far with Mayhem. Let's see what they can do in the final part of the second half of the TUFF Cup.
Sirens need to get their heads in the game here.
I got to say, though, this game just got real exciting.
Berger takes a snap, quick throw on the slant route. It's caught for a 5-yard gain. That's number 85, Kendra Meadows.
Kendra Meadows is one of the most physical and athletic receivers in TUFF League right now.
You're absolutely right, Steven. Just go back and watch some of that game film, and you'll see some incredible catches that Kendra Meadows is making all season long.
Second down for the Sirens. That's what they need, little gains. They don't want to get caught in long yardage situations. Berger to throw. Quick throw sideline. Caught. Zipping down the sideline. Fumbled the ball. And let's see
Amazaga,
what they call it dead.
Amazaga looks like she got the first down before fumbling the ball.
I think they'll call it just short, a half-yard short. It'll bring up 3rd down and a half-yard.
You know, from our vantage point, I do not agree with that call from the ref. That should have been a first down. She fumbled the ball after reaching midfield. That should have been a first down.
I do agree, but perhaps the ref did see something from a different angle that gave him a better call on that one.
Berger fantastic in reading these short yard situations, and she'll throw quick to Amazaga. She's got the first, and picks up another 5.
The Mayhem has got to play heads up there on defense. You know they only have 1 yard to go. You got to be pressed up against your receiver.
Yeah, especially when it's Julissa Amazaga. I mean, these players are too good to leave unattended to, even for a few yards.
So Sirens had a hiccup on their last drive. Berger threw a pick on 3rd and long, but they seem to have it together on this one. They lead by 6. Can the Mayhem come up with another big stop?
That's the question here. Defense, defense, defense.
Berger to throw. They're leaving Amazaga wide open, and Berger missed her on a slant route. Big mistake.
Mayhem got lucky on that play.
Julissa Amazaga, it looked like she would have been gone through the middle if she would have had that ball just too far out in front of her. Berger's got to make those throws.
And at the bottom of your screen, Pacheco's playing about 15 yards off of Amazaga.
That's right.
Scared of getting burned.
3rd down and long here. This is your shot, Mayhem. Berger takes a snap. Looking to throw. Rolls left. Under pressure, throws back across her body. Has Amazaga, and they get her flag for a pick of a 3.
3rd
Yet again,
down.
leaving Amazaga unprotected.
Yeah, but that short yardage, they're not afraid of that. They're afraid of the bomb. And you know what? At this point, it's 3rd down.
Third down.
Both teams look incredibly focused.
Berger in the gun, running that play clock down. Double blitz coming. She's going for it all over the middle. It's going to be short, though, but it's still caught!
Wow.
Walking in, touchdown! Celine Thornton.
Huge play.
What a catch by Celine Thornton into the end zone, dropped into the breadbasket by Melissa Berger. That has to be one of the best throws of the night.
You know, and Delaney Pacheco did have a hand on that ball. It just goes to show how good of a receiver the Sirens have. And Celine Thornton, again, one of my most highly underrated players. That was a huge play in the big game, no less. Delaney Pacheco had great defense. It just wasn't enough. Melissa Berger's an accurate quarterback. Like Steven says, she put it right in the breadbasket.
Huge answer by the Sirens on that drive to pull through and retake a 2-possession lead. Berger to throw, under pressure. No one there to block. She throws back in the end zone, out of the back. Intended for Amazaga.
37-25. Up by 12.
Only a minute 55 left. Mayhem's got to pull out some magic here. Unable to make the stop on that drive, and they're in a huge hole right now.
They need a deep pass to Bianca Nunez, and they need to get right back on defense.
Ortega takes a snap. Looks like nobody was ready. The refs are going to let it go, though. Oh, Bianca dropped it. She could have taken that, and there's a flag down in the secondary. I think they might call pass interference. They do. They're going to call pass interference in the secondary on Kendra Meadows.
Lots of confusion on the field.
There is some heated discussion out on the field right now. The coaches are getting fired up. The sideline is going crazy right now.
Again, a big shout out to the refs, because this is when their job gets incredibly hard with all these players getting upset. They're doing a great job of calling it as they see it. Players need to stay focused.
They're going to say Meadows didn't
Mayhem
turn around. Here's Ortega. Looking, rolls right, all kinds of time. Throws over the middle, knocked away. Good defense by Samaya Jones.
Samaya Jones with the knockdown. Amanda Herrera was running that slant route out to the corner, looking to grab that ball, but Samaya Jones jumps in front of it, swats it down.
That's right, Steven. That was a huge play. The Mayhem still has a shot. There is just over a minute left in the game. They could score big quick and get back on defense.
Second down coming up. Ortega takes a snap, double blitz. There's time, they're coming at her. Throws over the middle, caught by Monet Smith. First down the middle, and good yardage afterwards.
Monet Smith, Money Monet, but they're going to have to pick it up if they want to win this game, because the Sirens could really run the clock out if the Mayhem does not score quickly.
And Mayhem taking their time. First down. Ortega to throw. Quick throw, caught by Bianca. Decent gain, but it's maybe too little too late right now, guys.
Bianca Nunez with the catch, but it's like you said, the clock is running, and they're going to have to get on the ball and do it quickly. They still got about 20 yards to go for a touchdown, and then they have to do it again.
Yeah, and the clock's starting to run down now, too, so
We're about to be under a minute
takes
left.
the snap. Pump fakes, looking, throws to Monet, a lob, incomplete into dangerous territory. 37-25, Sirens a 12-point lead with about a minute to go.
It's an incredibly high-scoring game for a championship game. Very impressed with all the work all these girls are doing.
Sirens up by 12, man. It's getting heated. Mayhem.
Ortega to throw. Gets a block, throws over the middle, intercepted! Intercepted by Amazaga, and that should do it.
That should do it for the Sirens. It looks like they are going to win the 2018 Spring Season TUFF Cup. But you know what? It's not over until it's over. A little confusion for the offense. They're waiting for the ball. But as I said, the Sirens are in prime position to win, up by 2 touchdowns with the ball, and I would say less than a minute left.
Mayhem made a storming comeback, but unable to do enough late enough. And it's going to be just time for Berger to run out the clock.
Yeah, I mean, this is the equivalent of a victory formation for the Sirens, these little quick time passes. They have to throw the ball. They can't just down it, so they got to throw it. They're looking for just the quick passes just to run this clock down.
And how exciting for the Sirens and that'll do it.
That
the
will
Sirens
do it.
are your TUFF Cup champions for their first time ever.
Yep, they lost the TUFF Cup last season. They come back this season with a vengeance, taking down the championship against the Mayhem, and they show right now they are the premier TUFFher team.
That's right. They had a stacked roster. They had a stacked coaching staff. They deserve every bit of this victory. A big shout out to the Sirens. A big shout out to the Mayhem, who did make a comeback in this game. I got to shout out the Alliance, the Cobras, the Mustangs, and the Swarm, the other TUFFher teams. But at the end of the day, the Sirens are victorious.
You know what? And nothing but love between these two teams at the end of the game. You know, handshakes all around, and unfortunately the Mayhem come up just short. The Sirens take it. 2018 Spring Season champions. Congratulations to the Sirens.
That'll do it for us. I'm Dustin with Steven and Danny. The Sirens win at 37-25 and are your 2018 Spring Season TUFF Cup champs.